What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters, One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead Season 11 and more teaser trailers. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, that's the show and the comics, that's for sure. But keeping you safe, join the military today. Service, adventure, good pay, great housing. We're going to break down a bunch of different teaser trailers. I don't have the video because it happens super quick. There's like boom, 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 boom. Got some stills, we're gonna break those down. But first guys, hit that subscribe button, show your love, support the channel any way that you can. And the easiest way to do that is subscribing. Become a member, a patron, donate, whatever you can do, we truly appreciate it. Now I kind of put these together for the sequence of the video. I'm not sure if the Commonwealth have access to trains that actually work, but it kind of looks like Eugene is being taken out of a train car. He's kind of scared, probably by himself, but was he on a train to Ohio, to where the Commonwealth is? These are just trees in the distance. I'm guessing we're going to hear the clip clop of the horses walking down the path to an entrance of probably the outpost, for where the Commonwealth soldiers take people they find out and about to interrogate them first before they just bring them to the community, because you don't know who you're picking up, that's for sure. So I'm going with this is the entrance to an outpost for interrogation of our group, where we'll find other people that the Commonwealth soldiers found. He's got the pillowcase thing covered over his head as he's taken by the Commonwealth soldiers to be interrogated. I'm guessing they are interrogated one by one individually. And we heard the questions before, like where are they from? The handcuffs, they're probably handcuffed to the table so they can't do anything to Lance or Mercer or whoever is there. And I personally think Eugene makes it to the very end because he's important for the Commonwealth soldier, but he's got a red feather in his cap. What's going to happen there? Could he lose Rosita or somebody else around him? How about Stephanie? We'll talk about her in a second at the end of the video. Our group is clearly all together right here as they're eating soup or something, and they're probably trying to figure out a way to get out of here. Then we see Eugene by himself. So where did the other three go? Most likely they were being questioned, and Eugene is the last one to be questioned. Then we see Ezekiel in with most likely Lance. These are promo photos that just came out recently. We know that our group is going to be questioned by the people here. You see Mercer overlooking Princess. So is he there the entire time? Is that Lance or somebody else? I'm guessing this is Lance because I believe he's writing with his left hand. Lance, the lefty, writes with his left hand in the comic. I'm also assuming that they're interrogating other people that they found out and about, probably being tortured, and people aren't cooperating. And we see Princess probably talking to Eugene. It's blurry, but I'm guessing Ezekiel or Yumiko are first and second, then Princess, and lastly Eugene. But Yumiko is probably going to cause problems because she's not going to trust this group that just kidnapped them. But I think Yumiko is going to have some big story arcs with this Commonwealth because of the missing persons board, the judge aspect. She's a lawyer. She's probably going to get the Michonne story arc from the comic, as it just makes sense. This is most likely someone that is not cooperating, and that's probably who our group is going to hear probably being punished or beaten or something. And this is probably the chair that is there after the guy is taken away. And I can't tell if someone's being taken away behind the chair and table there, but Mercer is going to be highlighted probably very much this season, which should be great. He's a good character in the comic, even though it's not that much story because it's towards the end of the comic. Now, we all know that the show is the show and the comic is the comic, and Michael James Shaw is going to be one of the panelists at the San Diego Comic-Con virtual at-home edition coming up in a couple weeks. So the fact that he's being highlighted hopefully means that he's going to have a big part this season, and his orange armor in the locker, and we see the lockers in the comics, so they are highlighting a lot of comic stuff already in those teaser trailers. I'm guessing this is a recruitment video, like Mercer's like, do your part, join the Commonwealth today, earn your keep, help us out. The Commonwealth are kind of looking like bad guys in these teaser trailers. They're just doing their due diligence because they have a big community. It's going to be interesting to see how this show varies and changes things from the comic, but I'm hoping they keep some major aspects, but they do a great job every season. I think I'm most excited about Mercer, I have to say, because he could be really awesome and he should be an awesome character. And I know you've heard my other videos and you know that I said that I really want the Commonwealth to fight the Civic Republic. And they got armor, they got weapons, they got numbers, they got everything they need to put up a great fight against the Civic Republic, and I hope that's where the end of the series is going. I'm not sure if this is solitary. Maybe Yumiko or somebody goes in here to get away from the group, and they got to be re-questioned. But there are a lot of cells I don't want to call them jail cells, but I guess holding cells. Reminds me a lot of Fear the Walking Dead Season 1. But the Commonwealth is not messing around, and I like that about it. I've always thought as the Commonwealth is a bigger, better, much improved Alexandria, but they got security. They know what they're doing. They are there to just keep society going and growing, and they're doing a pretty good job. I wonder if they do have 50,000 people like in the comics. And again, they're highlighted as the villains here, but they're just doing their service and they're part of the military. They're doing what they need to do to protect their community. And I think we're going to see the power of Mercer. Like, Mercer's not messing around. You do not want to cross these people and do anything stupid. Setting the tone. The interrogation room, most likely with Lance and members of our group, definitely highlighted here, but also the cameras are recording, the interviews and the interrogation process, most likely for some people. Sorry, it's blurry, but it happens really quickly. Now, I don't know what was going on here. Like, the background wasn't there, like they messed up in the teaser trailers, because it happened here and also here with the soldiers. So it just looks out of place. But again, it happened super quick in the teaser trailers. I'm guessing this is our lineup of different soldiers either starting as new recruits, and I can't tell who's all the way at the end inspecting them, but there's a shot here of a Commonwealth soldier and Ezekiel. I wonder if that's the same Commonwealth soldier that was beaten up by Princess and was definitely a different episode. I hope they just don't glance over it and skip over it and it comes back around in some way, shape, or form. Now here's from the thumbnail: keeping you safe, join the military today. Service, adventure, good pay, and great housing. But what's the pay? Do they have currency? Then we see a shot here of the Commonwealth soldiers and someone with their hands on their hips. And I'm not sure who this person is. Everybody thinks this is Lance. Everybody's Lance, right? But who is this person? In the back, it says, fight the dead, save the living. It also says it right there on the back sign. You see the different, signs with the Commonwealth soldiers. You see the hardware store. There's a nice, big, giant community here. Probably a general store. And they got everything you need to survive. They got walls, they got security, they got food, they got supplies, and this is going to be great for everybody once our group is basically saved by the Commonwealth, because Alexandria is failing. They don't have any of this stuff. Alexandria is falling apart, and the Commonwealth are going to be there to help them and save them. Here's a cool shot of town, people on bikes, not a care in the world. Also a miniature replica of the Washington Monument, I believe, which to me highlights the government and politics. I'm sorry for the blurry picture here. I'm not sure if this is just a good town hall, like a town hall meeting area, but here's a cool sign, the Milton Hotel. Shout out to Milton from the governor's people, but also the Miltons from the Commonwealth. Sebastian and Pamela. Will Pamela Milton be the leader here? Elodie's Fresh Treats Baked. So this is the bake shop. And this has got a lot of people wondering, are we going to see Elodie? Will she be connected with Michonne? Because that's how it goes down in the comic. Or is this just a connection with the comic for the show? Like Elodie, we're not going to see a character there. It's just her shop. Confiscated for incineration. So what are they confiscating? What are they taking away from people that's not wanted? And what is this? Is this money? Is this the currency that they use inside the Commonwealth? We see the missing persons board here. It's very blurry. We have better shots of it coming up. But there's been a lot of talk about the missing persons board, especially with the Elodie's bake shop, because in the comic, it's Elodie looking for Michonne. But Michonne's not on the show anymore. So who does this part go to? A lot of people are thinking and hoping that Michonne comes back for it, or connects with Rick, or even Morgan, or something else. But the best thing that we came up with, hopefully you saw this separate video on this, is Yumiko. And if you look at the missing persons board, it's tough to see because it's blurry and there's so much stuff on there, but you see the orange paper on the board. And there's a lot of crazy theories, which are great. I love the speculation. Just don't say it's confirmed when it's not. It's theory. Now, if you look at this very closely, in the center of the board, the dead center of the board, there's an orange piece of paper. And there's no way it's there by chance. It's there to draw your eye to the center of the board. It's there for a reason. And it's tough to make out, but you can see some lettering and some words, but you see an H there. But if you look closely at it right here, a better shot of it, it says, have you seen my sister, Miko? Contact Tommy, or Tammy or Timmy, but let's go with Tommy, at H. So what's H? The hospital, the helipad, building H, and Yumiko goes by Miko. And who is this person right here? Is this Stephanie? Because that does not look like Margot Bingham, who was supposed to play Stephanie. Maybe she was just the voice. Maybe it's because of COVID. But that's Eugene sitting there enjoying an ice cream cone with a woman. I'm going with that Stephanie at the Taste of Tradition. So I'm thinking that Eugene is with Stephanie right here. and all I see is Lisa Loeb. It's like, you say. Hopefully you guys know who Lisa Loeb is. But there you go, guys. Keeping you safe. Join the military today. So this is the military, the Commonwealth military. And we know that the CRM is the Civic Republic military. So we have two different militaries. They have to fight each other, right? There's just no way these two groups don't know about each other and there's not going to be a conflict with them. I really hope that's where we're going in the Rick movies and the final season of The Walking Dead, which is season 11. Where we have a spin-off of the Commonwealth versus Civic Republic. I would love to see that. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Join our PT channel, Walking to Find Me Today. Stay safe and tell them Daryl.